The following featured presentation is part of the Skywalking Network.
This is what you can look forward to on episode 458 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
If she said R2E, I would have lost it.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. And unfortunately, Trisha and BJ would have been there, but they were stuck on pirates. They got stuck.
Then they did pull me aside and said, Richard, just to let you know, the rebel spy today will not be you. Jabba, come on, keep it to yourself.
Keeps going.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Neverland.
Here we go!
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land.
When I first made Star Wars, everybody in Hollywood said, well, this is a movie Disney should have made.
You're more than just fans. You're family.
Best day ever!
Secrets lab.
It's about family, and that's what's so powerful about it.
Hey.
When you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting.
When we visit the world of Disney, we never grow old. It's a Peter Pan, Never Land that keeps us young in heart.
This is Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you are skywalking through Neverland. I have a good feeling about this.
Hey, Skywalkers! This springtime season has just hit an all-time high with Season of the Force. We celebrated by flying amongst the purrgils. We have so much to tell you, so much, but for right now, stay right where you are, because we want to welcome you back to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to my sweetie wife Sarah, who I just vexed.
As you always seem to do these days. I don't know what it is.
Before showtime, I make it a point to vex Sarah.
Yeah, you wander off. I don't know why you do that.
Or get my stick.
No. Stay right here. You're staying right here with Jabba and Wicket. Okay?
The two ways. Anyone, if you're listening right now or later on, take note, okay? If you want to vex Sarah, you go to the bathroom at the wrong time and you have a stick.
And you make noise.
And what?
No.
Explain that. Explain that.
No, you just when I'm concentrating on something, other extraneous noises are annoying. So I don't
breathing. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm very particular. All right.
Oh, really? Yes, you are. Don't even drive next to Sarah with your radio on, okay?
Oh, no.
She will lose it.
Don't do it, especially
the bass way
if you
up.
have loud bass.
Well, all right, for that one, we give you a pass.
Yes, okay.
All right, no bass should be that high.
All right, well, Skywalkers, if you don't know already, you've joined us, your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, and pop culture fandom. So it's time for your weekly Wookiee hug and your little sprinkle of pixie dust for our family of Skywalkers. Now, right now, we are recording the show live on our YouTube channel. So please head over to Skywalking Through Neverland on YouTube and click to subscribe. We got quite a few new subscribers since Friday this week. So thank you, Skywalkers. Thank you, new Skywalkers.
Remember last week we asked the Skywalkers to please subscribe. We need to get to a certain level. Mm-hmm. Well, they went out full force, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Now we're at we're at
8,000.
We asked everyone to get us to the mark of 8835. We're at 8839 right now.
Oh, that's exciting.
So what do you say by this next coming week we get to at least 8845?
I like that.
Okay, good.
I think it's possible. I love it. All right, even if you have to grab your friend's phone and click subscribe for them. That would be fun. All right, now in this episode, we are breaking down Season of the Force. This is the new special event at Disneyland that just premiered on April 5th, and we were invited by Disney to attend the opening, and we had a blast. We flew with purrgil, we met surprising Sabine Wren in Galaxy's Edge, we ate popcorn out of a Hutt's mouth. So hang tight. We'll explain it all in a few minutes. We also met tons and tons of Star Wars fans and friends there.
And Skywalkers.
It was a really, really fun day.
Woohoo! Our first meetup of 2024.
Yeah.
All right, now we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency that can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world and Disney cruises. And best of all, this service is free of charge. So head over there to smallworldvacations.com for a no-obligation price quote and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
And our friends Courtney and Kelly Turkel are currently on a Disney cruise that they booked through Small World Vacations, and they are having a blast.
All right, now we are recording this from Long Beach, California on April the 8th, 2024.
All right, Richard, so what happened today in Star Wars history?
Well, we have to wish a happy 44th birthday to Katie Sackhoff, who was born on this day, April the 8th, 1980. And Katie Sackhoff, she voiced Bo-Katan Kryze in the Clone Wars and Rebels. Then she took the character into live action by playing her in The Mandalorian. Now, for a while, Bo-Katan became the face of the Skywalking Through Neverland YouTube channel. She is the reason our YouTube channel blew up after we posted the Mandalorian Season 3 video conference. And everyone loves Katie Sackhoff.
Absolutely. She's huge in the geek world, right?
Yeah, big time.
Amazing.
Big time. We did like 8 or 9 clips of Katie Sackhoff, and everyone just ate up everything she said, especially this one right here, okay? Now, here is one of the clips of one of our most popular videos where she told the story of how Dave Filoni lied to her about the mysterious Jedi at the end of Mandalorian Season 2. Get a load of this.
I wish I was on set with Mark Hamill. Dave Filoni, as good of friends as we are, and as much as I trust him, and as much as I say that he is the kindest, most sincere, most authentic, most amazing man in the entire world, lied to my face and told me it was Plo Koon. And I believed him because it was just an actor with dots on his face. So I was thinking it was Plo Koon until I literally saw the episode with you all, and I saw the green lightsaber, and I saw the cloak, and I went, stop it. And I saw the X-Wing. I saw all of the things that you guys saw and was like, and texting Dave all at the same time. And all I text him was, Plo Koon? Question, exclamation, question, exclamation, question, exclamation, and then an angry face.
So everyone kept saying, wait a minute, don't you know that Plo Koon died in Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
There was a lot of those kinds of comments. But, okay, didn't Darth Maul die?
Yeah.
Didn't Palpatine die? Didn't a lot of characters? Asajj Ventress? There's a whole list of characters. Just because they died doesn't mean they died. So people got really fascinated by her answer or really, really angry.
Yes. It was a big debate.
Yeah. And because Bo-Katan became the face of the YouTube channel at the Skywalking Through Neverland YouTube channel, when we were at Disney one time, we saw the Bo-Katan helmet, the Black Series helmet, and we had to get it. This is a fantastically sculpted piece. Very well sculpted.
It is beautiful.
So go ahead and turn it on.
Ooh.
Okay. You gotta take off your ears.
How do you turn it on? Do I put it on? I forget.
We didn't rehearse this part.
Oh, wait. Does it? I know this goes down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Look at that. Now go ahead and slip it on. Take off your glasses. We should have rethought this part. Look how well sculpted that is. That is just beautiful. Yeah, so we had to get this helmet. We were gonna get this one or the Clone Trooper Ahsoka helmet, and we got this one.
Was it a good choice? Let us know, Skywalkers.
We think so. All right, everyone, sit tight as we celebrate the season of the Force.
We are so happy that we got so many great comments on last week's episode on the history of Star Wars and Disney parks crossovers. So we're continuing this week with the brand new Season of the Force 2024. And we were there on opening day, or I should say opening morning, very early because we were there. Our press day started at 6 a.m., you guys. So we're going to give you a rundown and the many high points, as well as play clips from Imagineer Tom Fitzgerald, Michael Serna from Disney Live Entertainment, and our friend Matt Martin from the Lucasfilm Story Group. We also got to speak with Food and Beverages manager Karla Gomez. So it's really fun. We're going to sprinkle those interviews throughout our experience of the day. And then, of course, tell you all about our experience.
Now, we started the day at 6 a.m. by meeting up with our good friends Trisha Barr, BJ Priester, Mike and Rebecca from Laughing Place, and Brian Sims. So even though it was 6 a.m., we had a good network of friends there. So it didn't matter about the time anymore, even though it was really cold and kind of rainy.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. We were amongst friends. From there, we were escorted into the park at 7 a.m. and straight toward Star Tours. This was the big draw of Season of the Force because there's going to be new additions. So we were so excited.
Like a new scene or two, we didn't know.
Yeah, and then they did pull me aside and said, Richard, just to let you know, the Rebel Spy today will not be you. And you know what? They held to their promise. I was not the Rebel Spy that day.
Oh, no. So we're going to go into the Star Tours update a little bit. We will not obviously show any video.
Yeah, they asked us not to.
If you don't want to know anything about the new update beyond what Disney has shared, then maybe tune out for 5 minutes. But because we'll just share a little bit because we want you guys to know what to expect.
Yeah. So on Star Tours, for those of you who have been on Star Tours, you always go to 2 planets. There's some side missions. You may go through the Death Star. You may go through an asteroid field, but you always go to 2 planets. And we were very surprised when the first planet was Tatooine. Mm-hmm. And they started with the pod racing scene. And I thought, did they not load up the right Star Tours video?
Right. Yeah, because the last time we had gone and done an update, it was for
The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
And we thought, okay, they're going to pull from Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and Andor. So we're getting ready for a whole bunch of new stuff.
Right.
Well, we only visited one new location. We're going to go to Cetos.
Yes.
And that's the planet where the purrgils fly overhead. And we got to fly amongst the purrgils.
Yeah. So you don't really go to Cetos, the planet itself.
No.
You're in the atmosphere above it, flying with the purrgil. And it's really, really cool.
And
You're
this is
a pod of purrgil.
Yeah, pod of purrgil. And this is the planet we see in Ahsoka.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The 3 transmissions regarding the Rebel Spy are from those 3 shows. Andor, Mandalorian, and Ahsoka.
The urgent transmission.
Urgent transmission. And which one did we get first?
We got Mandalorian and Grogu. Oh my goodness. And they made really good use of the 3D with this transmission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't know what Din was saying, because Din was telling us, okay, the Rebel Spy is aboard your star speeder, and who else?
Watch out for it.
We don't know, because at the same time, Grogu is trying to catch his little 3D frog, who is coming right at the star speeder passengers.
Yep. Yeah.
It was so funny because I was like, I hope Din didn't say anything too important that we have to know, because we were just looking at Grogu trying to suck up that frog.
Yep. And looking like we could grab the frog ourselves. So that was so cute. Yeah. And then we did get to fly again on our second trip, and we got a transmission from Ahsoka. And now here I was so pleased to see Ahsoka, because she herself, R2 is flying the Star Speeder 1000.
Yeah.
Ahsoka has met R2.
In fact, she's got a nickname for R2.
Yeah.
R2-y. If she said R2-y, I would have lost it.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Oh, yeah. No kidding. But it was so cool. I got like little warm fuzzies. First of all, seeing Ahsoka on Star Tours. That was cool. And then having her reference R2. It was very wonderful.
Now, on the second Star Speeder trip, we did get Ahsoka, who came in with a transmission about the Rebel spy.
Right.
And in the back, we see Huang and Chopper. So there's a lot that they've added into these transmissions, whereas before it was just the one character.
Yeah.
Now you have a whole big scenario going on.
Yeah, and also, so these transmissions have become a lot more involved.
Yes.
I would say. And
yes.
We have not yet seen Cassian Andor, though we've had friends who have seen him, and they say he steps out of the shadows, and it's very spooky.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, we got a chance to talk with Imagineer Tom Fitzgerald about the new additions to Star Tours, the purrgils, and the secret of the Rebel spy. How did you boil it down to Cetos and the purrgils?
Well, Scott Trowbridge, who's my Imagineering partner and works with Lucasfilm, said, I think there's something really interesting that's going to be in Ahsoka. You should go find out. So I went to the studio and I read, starting from episode 1, I read through, and by the time I got to episode 3 and saw purrgil, I said, this seems really intriguing. It's, a new creature, a new place to have an adventure up in the atmosphere with these space whales. So that seemed really intriguing, and that's how it really started, saying this feels like it would make a great adventure.
I am a Rebel spy reject. What is the secret to becoming a Rebel spy? 13 years, never been me, her 10 and a half times.
I don't, you have to ask the stormtroopers. They're, it's all them.
So that was just a small snippet of our conversation with Tom Fitzgerald. But if you want to see the full 3 to 4 minute interview, go to our Skywalking Through Neverland YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And while you're there, just hit subscribe again and again and again.
Now, interestingly enough, we have seen Imagineer Tom Fitzgerald several times and interviewed him. I'm sure those interviews are up in our D23 Expo playlist on our YouTube channel, because he was in interviews when leading up to Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, we got to do interviews with him and Scott Trowbridge as well.
Yeah, he's not a man you can forget because he's so lively.
Yeah.
And so jolly.
He is really great.
All right, so after we spoke with the Imagineers, we were escorted around Galaxy's Edge to meet Sabine Wren.
Yeah.
Look at her right there.
Oh, and this was a total surprise. Nowhere in any of the Disney lead up to Season of the Force, any of those blog posts, anything, did they mention new characters like Sabine Wren.
Yeah, now I'm wondering if this is the same Sabine costume as they did for the Star Wars Nights the last couple of years.
No, it's not. No, those are based off of the animated series.
Right. Okay, yeah, now I see this. This is based on Ahsoka, which makes a whole lot of sense. Just don't look at it continuity-wise.
Right. Oh no, who cares though? But yeah, and it was interesting because it was rainy that morning, so they had us unfortunately in the
Ronto Wrap
area, which has that really loud thing going on.
Yeah, you get the 8D8 droid behind you. He's rotating
buzzing.
the Ronto meat. And you hear it's very, very loud, a very loud engine and pod sound. And
so it's hard to hear what she was saying.
Sabine was very, very, very soft spoken.
Yeah. So, but she did talk about her armor. In fact, I have a reel up on Instagram and shorts on YouTube where she's talking about her armor and this special purrgil symbol that she has added to it. So make sure you check out that reel to hear what the purrgil means to her. Look at her armor. It's so pretty. And it did light up. Mm-hmm. Like those little lights in her chest lit up on her armor, on her gauntlets. That lit up. So I don't know how they do that. I think it's amazing. And her hair is beautiful. We were just mesmerized by her. Mm-hmm. It was beautiful.
And speaking of mesmerizing, we also met some new walk-around characters at Galaxy's Edge. Yeah. And these are the BDX droids. Look how cute those are. Oh. Look how adorable these little droids are. Now, there's been some video out there from a couple of months ago where they were trying them out for the first time. It's a cold opening, a cold, dry run-through.
Yeah.
They didn't tell anybody.
They were testing
just released them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they just made a couple of steps in and out. But now they roam this big area over here, and everyone just melted.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
If you thought BB-8 was cute or B from Andor, oh my goodness. Look at these little guys.
Look at them. Again, we have reels up on Instagram that show them moving around. They're dancing.
Yeah.
They can dance around. This little green guy was almost twerking.
He was twerking. Sarah got a great video of this guy twerking, of this droid twerking.
It was so funny. And what's fun is for presentation on Batuu, these droids come out with a droid handler. And she...
A trainer.
A trainer?
A trainer, yes.
Yeah, because she's not only training the droids, she's training you to interact with the droids. So I thought that was the coolest part, is she has a whole patter where she gets you to say your name, and then, tell them to go back or forward or whatever it is, turn around in a circle, and the droids scan you and listen to you. It's really cute.
Yeah, the little lights on the sides of their heads light up, so they're scanning you.
Yeah.
And you know who else was there? Our good friend Jeff Caffrey, who was right there in the Sky Chat. They wiggle a lot, he says.
Yes.
Yes, they do wiggle and they twerk.
Now, we saw these droids over by the big, what is it, the Bantha door? Is that what that's called? Over by the marketplace?
Yeah, the big blast door.
Okay.
That's right in between the marketplace and the resistance area.
Right. Now, but I believe Jeff saw them over in the Landspeeder garage area.
Right.
So you couldn't get quite close to them there. And then we also saw them out later over in the First Order area, right by the TIE Echelon. So you got to be on the lookout for these little droids. They could appear anywhere.
Right. Now, they had names.
Oh, yes. Okay, so she was calling one of them Besh. Besh, apparently, we have to thank Mike Celestino for this knowledge of Aurebesh.
Yeah, speaking of Mike Celestino, I was on his podcast last week, Who's the Boss? Yay, Mike.
Yeah. So Besh is how you say B in Aurebesh.
Okay.
And there is an Aurebesh letter B on the side of one of these droids, and that's Besh. I cannot read Aurebesh, so if anyone can, please let us know.
Yeah, go to the YouTube channel that we have, and go to Instagram. You'll see all the videos, and you'll see close-ups of them. You'll see the markings on their heads.
Yeah. And then another one she was calling Grek, we think. But Mike thinks she meant to say Kresh because it had a C in Aurebesh on it, on the letter on the side. So... yeah, Mike's very nitpicky when it comes to Aurebesh, and we appreciate him.
Yeah.
He's a nerd like us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but she was calling him Grek, we couldn't really tell what she was telling him, but Besh was pretty much obvious.
Okay, now you got to go to our Instagram and see the reels, because at one time a family of ducks came out.
Yes.
This was a very spontaneous moment. If you've been to Disneyland and you've seen the ducks walking around, and the ducks came out.
With little baby ducks. It was a mom and her little baby ducklings.
And one of these droids went running over to them.
Yeah.
And Sarah got some great video of this.
Yeah, and the droids were, and the ducks kind of like went back, but the little baby ducklings were like, oh, they're curious. They came like right up to the little droid. Oh my God. It was so cute.
So I can only imagine how many of these BD droids they sold that day. Because you can buy them over at the Droid Depot.
You're right. Yeah, they're very small, much smaller version. But yeah. Yeah, and my dad is commenting, state-of-the-art robotics. Absolutely. This was amazing. Very, very cool.
All right. Hey, my sister just got here. Hey, Lisa.
Yay.
All right, next was the food and beverage. Food and beverage. Who doesn't like food and beverage?
Of course, for every event, they have special food, special merchandise, special beverages. So we're going to go into some of these.
Now, we were treated to a breakfast of Ronto wraps and assorted beverages like moof juice, which is a berry drink, and a drink called Fatro.
I think it's Fatro.
Fatro.
Yeah.
Okay. And a cold brew black calf, complete with Cocoa Puffs. Now, you said this was like coffee, like caffeinated.
Yeah, all of these beverages are not new for this event. They've always been at Docking Bay 7. But yes, the cold brew, it's like a cold brew base. They pour half and half on top, like sweetened half and half, and then put Cocoa Puffs on top of that. So you kind of have to mix it together. It's very sweet. I could only have a little bit of it. It's very bad for you. But it has some caffeine in it.
You know what? In the 1970s, Cocoa Puffs did tie in with Star Wars giveaways in their cereal.
Really?
So I'm sure they're calling it back.
Oh, okay.
That's what I choose to believe.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we had our Ronto wraps and our cold brew black calf. Then it was time to check out the merchandise.
Yes.
And they had it all on display.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first up, this is my favorite. I love this. This is the Jabba the Hutt popcorn bucket. Sarah, we got one.
We got one.
Go ahead and show them.
All right. Blow us up.
All right. Check this out. This is the whole gaggle of Hutts. Look how cute this is. Oh my goodness.
It gets cuter. Are you ready for this? It comes with a little salacious crumb. Can you pull that up to the camera there? Ah!
Yes.
And it makes noise. Not salacious.
Salacious does. It's not.
Oh, does he move at all?
No, he's not
No points of articulated. Okay.
It doesn't make any noise, but you know what? Jabba does.
Okay.
Check it out.
And
this is Jabba. Come on, keep it to yourself.
He keeps going.
Yeah, this is pretty big. I think this is one of the biggest popcorn buckets. Jabba, I'm talking. One of the biggest popcorn buckets they've had. Not in terms of the actual size of the toy, but in the cavity that can hold the popcorn.
Look at that paint job on there.
Don't show him Jabba's butt.
But it's cute. It's got a great paint job. Look at that. And then his little lanyard has his symbol on it. It's very well done. Very well made.
All right, Skywalker's Academy is asking if we got the Millennium Falcon one. Yes, if we did, it's right behind Wicket right over there, which is a pretty big toy, but it's just not, it doesn't have a big area to hold stuff. Hold on, you know what? I'll get it. Hold on, Skywalker's Academy.
And while you're doing that, just so you know, the Salacious Crumb is a keychain that can come off of Jabba. So you can put Salacious anywhere you want, which is really nice and versatile. I like that. This is like one of the first popcorn buckets that has a removable part.
Yeah.
I like it.
Actually, it's an accessory. 2 for 1. Check it out. Oops. Check it out.
We saw so many people with this. Does it light up in the back?
I think it does. I'm
does.
not sure where the button is.
Okay.
But open it up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it does. It does. So it's kind of lit up. Yeah, you can't really see it. It doesn't.
Yeah.
But open it up?
Yeah.
How does it open? Oh, right here.
Right. Okay. So that's pretty big. You know what? I stand corrected. That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's flat and wide as opposed to Jabba. Yeah. Now this we got at a previous iteration at
years
Disneyland.
ago.
Yeah. So, but they're out now. Hold on to that. Also out now. Oh, I'm sorry. You can get Jabba at Galactic Grill.
Mm-hmm.
You can get him there and at the popcorn stand right in Tomorrowland.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Now, also at Galactic Grill, you can get this little guy, Grogu, and Grogu has been available before, but he is back. So you can get him. It's a sipper. You can get him at a Galactic Grill. And he's very cute. This little guy like moves around just like that. So cute.
Yeah, Jeff is saying that this is very reminiscent of the Millennium Falcon right there in the sky chat. Hey, Jeff, this is like the Kenner Millennium Falcon, but
he says
smaller.
with the way it opens. Okay.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
with the back like that.
Very nostalgic, yes.
Cool. I love that.
Yeah, so we got a lot of these popcorn buckets years and years ago. Then we had to stop because it was getting like to be a sickness. We just kept buying them all, and where do you store these? Then they came out again with these, with that big TIE fighter from Force Awakens, the Millennium Falcon. How do you not buy those?
Yeah.
Grogu was so darn cute.
We saw so many people carrying around their Jabbas and their Millennium Falcons. It was awesome.
Some people had like 4 or 5 Jabbas.
I know. Yeah, you're limited to 2 at a time per person.
That didn't stop anybody.
No.
All right, what else should be highlighted for the merchandise?
Okay, well, I especially love Star Tours, because it had an update. They have some new Star Tours merchandise, including this amazing jacket. It's technically a
More of
hoodie.
a sweatshirt.
It's a hoodie because it has a zip up front, like a jacket, but it has a hoodie portion to it. And on the back, it has the Star Tours logo, and it's really neat. But it is replicating the Star Tours attractions. People.
Yeah, the cast members.
The cast
jackets.
members.
Their jackets and their uniforms.
Yeah, so it was really funny because a lot of people were buying them that day, of course, at the opening of Season of the Force. And I kept on thinking, wait, is that a Star Tours employee or cast member? It's like, no, it's not. It's just the awesome jacket, but it's really fun.
It is really fun. It goes for $70.
Yes.
Whereas the Jabba, I believe, went for $35. Jeff Caffrey, back me up.
Yeah.
Did those Jabas go for $35?
Yeah, it's probably 30 or 35. That's what the popcorn buckets are going for nowadays.
And if you saw some of the press releases for the merchandise, you saw the Jabba the Hutt and you saw the Stormtrooper helmet, which is also a popcorn bucket. That was on display, but it's not for sale just yet. It will be on display, on sale, on May the 4th.
Correct.
The Stormtrooper upside down bucket, May the 4th, go nuts, go get yourself one. You know what? Let's now roll in our discussion with Karla Gomez. She is the food and beverage stage manager, and she can go into all this fun stuff.
You have a Chandrillan chalice over there and some other items available at Oga's Cantina, but I think they made their way from a cruise ship, a Galactic Star Cruiser.
Yes, and Oga decided, right? She's going to make some credits off of that. So we do have some new beverages, some new drinks offering over at Oga's Cantina. The fiery Mustafar that you see right there comes from the Mustafar planet, which is a lava planet. The little vial that you see next to it is the spicy. So it's based like a margarita, and you can add as much spice as you would like.
Nice.
I tried it last night. It numbed me.
Whoa, okay.
It was absolutely delicious.
Oh my gosh. And I'm so excited about the Silver Sea Martini. That's a drink we had on the Star Cruiser. So is that the same drink?
Yes.
It is. Oh
yes.
my gosh.
Yes. So.
Wow.
So Skywalkers, what piece of merch do you like? What do you have your eye on? I got my eye on that Star Tours sweatshirt.
I would love to see you in that Star Tours sweatshirt. I've got my eye on something coming later on May 4th, which is the Amidala ears. Yeah. So...
Okay,
I'm saving my money for some of that. Yes.
This just in from Jeff Caffrey in the Sky Chat. Anyone else notice that it zips like a lady's jacket? The zipper pulls on the wrong side.
For you, Jeff. For you. It's on the right side for me.
So it's a men's cut, but it zips up like a lady.
Interesting.
All right, did not know that.
I'm sure. I mean, it's unisex. I saw both men and women wearing that.
Now, one of the last things we talked to Karla about was the bantha burger.
Yes.
And you had that question: is it really made from bantha meat?
And she did confirm that yes, it's part bantha and part plant-based.
Yes.
Which makes no sense because anyone who's plant-based only won't be eating this burger, but regardless. So the bantha burger here on YouTube is in the top left corner, and it is made up of Angus beef and a vegetable patty. So there's 2 patties on there, marinated pork belly, American cheese, Asian-inspired slaw, and sambal sweet mayo on a toasted brioche bun, and it's served with cuties or French fries. Now,
it should also be served with a fire extinguisher.
Now, anywhere in there, does it say spicy?
No.
Does it say spicy anywhere in there? No.
This is why we're telling you, if you're going to have one of these, make sure you get a side of a fire extinguisher.
Yes, because the spice levels were off the chart. I could not taste any of this burger because all I tasted was spice.
Yeah, it tasted like Mustafarian lava.
We both had one bite, and for the first time ever, we took it back.
Yeah, there was no way of enjoying this.
No.
And I'm sure if you like spicy food, you're going to love the bantha burger. We do not like spicy food, so we did not like the bantha burger. And we had to bring it back. And I told a supervisor there that nowhere in this description, in the write-up, does it say spicy. You've got to tell people that it's spicy because we're sitting with a whole bunch of people who are very angry that it did not say spicy, and we all had to return it. Jeff Caffrey is coming in by saying, I didn't hate it.
Okay.
Really? See, some people like it.
Yeah.
We're not saying across the board it was terrible because for us, we do not like spicy.
And we just couldn't taste it.
And this was very spicy.
It sounded good, but we couldn't taste it because of the spice. Skywalker's Academy is saying, surely you can order a burger with 2 veggie patties. Probably, but we're not willing to try this again.
No.
Yeah. If you try it, please let us know. Yeah.
So now in the upper right here, we see the Phyrexian fries.
Phyrexian fries.
Phyrexian fries.
Yeah. Now, we knew that there was a little bit of spice to this because the description says waffle fries, pork chorizo, chili de árbol cheese sauce, and black beans, topped with avocado tomatillo sauce, green onions, and Oaxaca cheese. So, somewhere in there, the chorizo, the chili de árbol sauce, that has some chili spice to it. But we're like, okay, let's try this out. And I liked these. There was some spicy bits that I kind of left to the side. But other than that, I had a good time with this item. Now, will I get it again for a meal? Probably not.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say the spice level was at?
I would say 5 for me.
Yeah, I would say a good 5. For me, I like a level of 1 or below.
Okay.
So this was a little too spicy for me. So I returned my Bantha burger, and I got the Galaxy fish and chips.
Yes.
Which were good, but a little bit too fried for my taste.
They're fried fish and malt-seasoned steak fries served with house-made tartar sauce.
Yes.
Yeah, it was... I don't like any of that kind of stuff, so it wasn't good to me.
Yeah, but they were very accommodating. They said,
Yeah.
"Oh, you don't like this?" And they gave me the Galaxy fish and chips, and they also gave me the Wookiee parfait.
Okay, now this was amazing. It is made up of chocolate sponge cake, chocolate pudding, and caramel mousse on a chocolate coffee crust with chocolate pearls. If you're a chocolate lover, nom 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 nom. This is for you.
Oh, my mouth is watering.
I know, it's so good. You upgraded, yes.
Yes, I did. So they were very accommodating by giving me the fish and chips and this Wookiee parfait, which was very good.
Which I think goes for like $7.99 or $6.99 now.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it was very good. I do want to say that the Wookiee parfait, you let me have most of it because I'm the chocolate fiend here. But if you have kids, I think kids would really, really like this because it's more a milk chocolate flavor. I didn't really taste any of the caramel or coffee in it at all. It was mostly milk chocolate. So it's very good, very family friendly. Yum, 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 yum.
And that top Wookiee bandolier is a white chocolate.
Yes. Everything else is dark milk chocolate, and this is white chocolate. Correct.
All right, so all that stuff you can get at Galactic Grill, but now let's head over to Docking Bay 7.
Yes. Now, again, they had some spicy items, and I was sad. So they had dewback chili noodles, which I was not going to try after that spicy Bantha burger. The chili noodles are made up of spiced fettuccine noodles, gingered ground pork with broccolini stems, and shredded red cabbage. Already, the spiced fettuccine noodles turned me off. BJ Priester mentioned that, yes, it was a very spicy dish. And they also have over there, and I'd like to try this at some point, the fried chicken bao. This is 2 crispy chicken baos, spicy katsu sauce, and creamy slaw. Again, with the spicy there, I was like not about to try that at all. So I decided not to try that one. But I heard it was really good. Yeah.
So if you try it, anyone, let us know how they are.
Yeah. And there is a staple over there at Docking Bay 7 that we did dig into while waiting for the fireworks. And that is the Vintian Mineral Mousse. And this is a special treat. So it's like kind of 3 orbs of mousse. And you have a banana brulee centered dark chocolate mousse, you have a strawberry mousse, and then you have a vanilla chantilly, chocolate crumble, and cherry garnish. And it's these 3 orbs, and if you kind of eat them all together, it tastes a little like a Neapolitan, and it's just really yummy.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And very worth it.
And that's not new. That'll always be or at least for now, it'll be at Docking Bay 7 in perpetuity until they decide to change it.
Now, you said we had those while waiting for the fireworks. How long did we wait for the fireworks?
We actually probably half an hour. We didn't wait too long before, unfortunately,
we were given the sad news that Fire of the Rising Moons was canceled because of winds.
Yeah, when the winds are too high, especially around Disneyland, because it is in a populated area, they will not put off the pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, no pyrotechnics means absolutely nothing at Galaxy's Edge. We were hoping maybe they'd at least play the music for us, maybe have some lights or something, but no, they don't put on anything like they do on Main Street when there's no pyrotechnics.
Well, we kind of knew this hours ahead of time because it was very windy, very
all
cold
day.
that day, and we knew this going in. So when they told us, not a huge shocker.
Yeah.
But this is something we were really looking forward to.
This is like going to be my favorite element of Season of the Force.
I know. We did, however, speak with our friend Matt Martin from the Lucasfilm Story Group and Michael Serna from Disney Live Entertainment about adding John Williams' music into the show Seen at Galaxy's Edge.
All right, I'm so excited about Fire of the Rising Moons. We finally have John Williams music in Galaxy's Edge. So can you tell us about what finally turned the corner and so we can have John Williams music in Galaxy's Edge?
Well, I think from a creative standpoint, we were really excited to sort of continue to look at how fans were already enjoying the fireworks out here at Galaxy's Edge, and our chance to really amp that up, to really celebrate all of our fandom, how much we love this music and these scores. So we thought, what if we went a little different direction? Normally we sort of try to create fireworks based on music. What if we looked at the music and said, how can that inform what's already out there? And that's where we leaned on our music team to really do some incredible work to sort of reverse how we normally do fireworks. And so that's what you're going to see, is something that's really unique, taking this beautiful music, not really changing it, but really finding a way to help it tell a story differently for us that I think our fans are going to really freak out about, to be honest.
And from a story standpoint, Matt, do you have any input on that, like having Star Wars music from our galaxy in Galaxy's Edge?
Well, I think it's like when you have kind of a more cinematic experience like we have with Rise, we include the score in there, and I think it's a similar thing when you're doing a fireworks show where you are kind of removing yourself and getting to see something that's a little bit broader than just your personal experience on Batuu. It's a kind of a communal experience. So I think it's like the music is playing in your head almost.
Okay, nice. Yes, we finally get Star Wars John Williams music on Batuu, although the Imagineers did remind me that we do get Star Wars music when you're making a lightsaber and on Rise of the Resistance and the Millennium Falcon ride. So, but nowhere like in the atmosphere of Batuu do you get Star Wars music flowing around you like the last season of The Force in 2015 when we walked through Tomorrowland and it's this beautiful soundtrack of Star Wars music all around you. That's what I'm kind of missing from Galaxy's Edge. So I was looking forward to hearing that just while you're in the atmosphere of Galaxy's Edge and Batuu.
So hopefully we'll get a chance to get back to Disneyland sometime this week and maybe live stream the show for the Skywalkers.
Yes, we would love to do that. Yeah, we were all prepared to. We had a great spot. Oh, well.
All right, from a disappointment to another disappointment.
Okay, now we can't be too disappointed because it's free. But we wanna tell you guys about this new Seek and Find game that is going along with Season of the Force. Now, first of all, it's okay. I'm gonna try to explain it. Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Okay. Just let us tell you this. We tried to do a video explaining this game because it was so complicated. We thought, hey, let's do a video and help others. We got through like a quarter of it, and we
pretty much threw down our camera.
Yeah, it's like we don't even know how to explain this. Other people had the same difficulty. BJ Priester, a Harvard grad, had a hard time figuring this game out.
Trisha was like trying to read the card. She's like, I don't get this, and threw it at BJ.
Yeah, show them that game card. You get these game cards over at the Star Trader in Tomorrowland.
Yeah, this is where you start your journey.
Okay, so you get this game card here.
Now, it is free. It is free.
It is free, and then when you complete it, you get a free gift.
Yes.
Okay, so far, so good.
So far, so good. Now, it's something like families can hopefully do together, right? Okay, so basically, the rules are, and I'm going to go refer to my rules that I wrote.
Okay.
Because it's confusing on here. There's rules here, but it's very small font, and it's hard to understand. So, let's see. It's a bit like the Easter egg hunt, where you receive this game card and you try to find stuff, but that's where the similarities end. All right, so you start at Star Trader in Tomorrowland. You get this card. You can pick it up from any desk. They have the signs all over the store. And so before you go to Galaxy's Edge to find some code cylinders, you have to take pictures of 6 decoder signs in Tomorrowland. All right, you'll thank us later.
Yeah, so we're showing you right now these decoder signs all over Tomorrowland.
There's 6 of them. And they're like stationed like right outside Star Trader, right near the popcorn cart stand, over by Galactic Grill.
By Autopia.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of trouble finding all 6 of these. We even asked cast members. They're like, we've got no idea where those are. Now you must take a picture of these.
Yes, because you need these decoders later when you find the cylinders. Okay, so once you take pictures of all of these, or find a friend who has pictures, or take screenshots of our video here, you go to Galaxy's Edge, and then you use the map. This is the easiest part. You use the map on your game card. Here, show me.
Okay.
To locate the 6 code cylinders. Now, luckily, the map shows you basically where they are. So there's one over there on the right side of the Falcon. There's one near Oga's Cantina, but actually that one is not there. It's kind of like, look at that and then turn around and then you'll find it. But the rest are pretty much where they say they are.
And those numbers do not match these numbers here. And that was our mistake.
Yes.
We thought 1 should equal 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. But no, they do not.
No. So, okay, so show them a code cylinder that you find.
All right, so here is a code cylinder.
Yes.
This one is right at docking bay 7.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was that red? Maybe? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
No, that one is the Millennium Falcon. That one's orange.
That one's orange.
Yes.
This one over here is red.
Okay, so basically the object of the game is you write in what you see there. See that number 1, so it's got that 7 and the 5-ish looking number. And then you go look at your decoder signs and decode what letter that is. And once you decode that letter, you see, already it's confusing. You have these colors at the bottom of your...
But don't show them the answer.
Okay. You have these colors at the bottom, and you find the color that corresponds to the cylinder and write that letter there. Okay.
But their orange and their red are very similar.
And that confused us a lot. so already...
Even Jeff says in the Sky Chat, many of the colors were very close.
Yes. Okay, so we're going around and meanwhile, we're explaining this to you now, but when you first get this game card, it's very confusing, and we talked to about 6 other people trying to figure out what we're supposed to do with this thing. Also, I think part of the confusion was we got these game cards over in Galaxy's Edge. They just gave it to us in the publicity area.
Right.
Yeah, so they just gave it to us with no instructions whatsoever
about finding those code signs over at Tomorrowland. So we're looking around going, what
does this mean?
Why would those code signs be over there at Tomorrowland? There's no way they're going to be there because that wouldn't make any sense. They'd be right here at Galaxy's Edge where we need them.
Yeah.
Nope, that didn't work out that way.
Oh, and Jeff is saying you're on your own even when you got them at Star Trader. Okay. Well, that's good to know, too. All right. So finally, once you think you decoded this word, you have to bring it back to the Star Trader in Tomorrowland. So already this is 2 different lands, which is just confusing to begin with. And you bring it to a register where you get your free gift for completing the thing, which is a paper trading card. And it's just a simple with an Arabesh letter alphabet on the back.
With a graph with a legend.
Yeah. So we were not very impressed. Now, again, this game is free. So you're not going to get, like, the Easter egg hunt is $9.99, and you get, like, a cool little Easter egg with a character on it, something you can take home. It's plastic or it's metal. Like, this year they had pins for that. So...
And then every couple of weeks, they're going to change the game.
Yeah, they're going to change what you decode.
Yeah, we won't tell you what the answer for this code is.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how they got here. Why?
And it doesn't even make sense to Galaxy's Edge. Okay, so
something about drinking Ovaltine.
I do appreciate that they tried to add something that you could do together as a family, something that, puzzles. People love puzzles in the parks. So it was a good idea in the Idea Land, but in actual practice, it's a little too convoluted for just this as your prize.
They got a lot of bugs to work out with this one.
Yeah.
Maybe this second round in a couple of weeks, they'll have worked out those bugs.
Yeah.
Like putting those decoder signs at Galaxy's Edge.
Right. Yeah, another confusing element was the decoder signs had like 2 things decoded.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they had that first set is the Arabesh.
Right.
The second, I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, and the third is the letter that you need.
So just
like, why even have this?
Disregard that second
the middle lane
of numbers and letters.
Yeah.
Because they don't mean anything.
So it was very weird.
I guess they can't put this in Galaxy's Edge because it's Season of the Force, so you wouldn't have that at Galaxy's Edge. But
okay,
who's going to care? Maybe Olga said it was okay this time.
Or just put the decoder signs on your game card.
Oh, exactly. That would solve a lot of issues. a great
Like
mini
even if you just put it on the
issues.
side, like as a, you have to try to find that
Yeah.
particular
Or
symbol,
on the
and it's on
perimeter
the
of the-
edges of.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so many issues would be solved. Yeah. So you know what? Let's go on to the best things about Season of the Force. Okay, let's switch gears. Switch gears.
Yes, yes.
Okay, what were some of your favorite parts of Season of the Force?
Oh, I loved. Okay, so remember last year, our May the 4th was like this awesome day
Mhm.
where at one point, just part of the day, we ended up at Disneyland and we just saw all our friends and just acquaintances and Star Wars peeps. They were
Mhm.
all there, and
the
it was like
Skywalkers were there.
it was like a big family reunion at Disneyland. That's what this felt like. This whole day, Season of the Force, and it was so much fun. I totally recommend going to the opening day, and it was fun to see everyone dressed up. So many people bought that Star Tours jacket and were wearing it. So
Mhm.
many people. Jeff, your whole posse had like all the droids, all
Yeah.
the Jabba the Hutt buckets, and
You know, there's Jeff in this picture right here we're looking at with the Skywalker
Yeah.
meetup. Next to him is Mike Delicard, who's celebrating a birthday today.
oh, Mike, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Mike. And then there's John, all part of the Virtual Cantina Network.
That's right. We also had Nadia and the Galaxy's Edge Explorers right there in the middle in the orange. And let's see, Brian Babcock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. And Mike Celestino, of course. And unfortunately, Trisha and BJ would have been there, but they were stuck on Pirates. They got stuck on Pirates of the Caribbean and had to be evacuated. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they, well, I guess we'll Photoshop them in.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, maybe this is the time I'm going to be Rebel Spy.
Yeah, was it?
Nope, not a bit. Nope, wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was Dave Scale, our good friend Dave Scale. And he and I were going back and forth. And he's like, Rich, do you want to sit over here? And no, I'll sit over here. We're going back and forth with the seats. And then, okay, I'll sit here. Dave, you sit over there. And that was the seat they chose.
Whoops. So how many, and then someone asked you, how many times have you been sitting next to
Yes.
the Rebel Spy?
Well, 10.5 times with you.
Mhm.
About 5 times with Dave.
Yep.
And some other random people. But at this point, I understand it's never going to be me.
Aw.
All right. So from there, we went over to Hyperspace Mountain.
Yes.
And this is the overlay over Space Mountain.
Mm-hmm. The best overlay, right?
Mhm.
It is amazing. Look, I got that shot in the morning. Ah, so pretty. And it's the best overlay
Mhm.
for Space Mountain, bar none, because you're basically flying into a battle.
Yeah, it's a Rebel Alliance Imperial battle.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't fit in the same continuity as Galaxy's Edge.
No.
And we all loved it.
Yeah.
So if you can see this picture right over here, there's me screaming and Sarah pretending to steer the car.
Uh-huh.
Because Sarah's always going to be in charge.
Yes.
If you want things to go well, you put Sarah in charge.
Hey, we went on Smuggler's Run, right?
Uh-huh.
The Millennium Falcon, and Dave and I piloted, and we did awesome. It was a very smooth ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, love this. I will wait hours for this.
Mhm.
And as Jeff Caffrey says in the Sky Chat, great projection and props in there. Very much so.
Absolutely. I love the part, like, it feels like you're in a battle because at one point your car is moving, but there's like a stationary TIE fighter, but it's shooting green lights, and it looks like the TIE fighter's moving over you and you are like stationary.
Yeah.
Or at least going past
That's
it.
a great effect.
Oh, I love it so much. It's the best. So yeah, and then you have in your ear, you have like Ashley Eckstein and a couple other pilots like talking in your ear, like, oh, this is happening over here. This is happening.
Okay, thank you, Ashley.
Yeah.
Hey, is that Vanessa Marshall?
Yeah.
Hey, Vanessa.
Oh, it's so amazing.
Yeah, and amongst some of the media people there and the fans were people in cosplay outfits like we saw earlier. Let me go back to this picture right over here. We have Jeff and Mike and John all in their Galaxy's Edge outfits. These are specially created outfits. You can't really see them in this picture here, but if you go to Jeff Caffrey's Facebook page, you'll see them all in their Endor ponchos.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another cosplayer there, which I thought was hysterical. Look at her there.
It's Jar Jar.
It's Mrs. Jar Jar Binks.
It's amazing. She is embodiment of Jar Jar, and the sleeves, like, I don't know where she got this shirt, but the sleeves on her shirt have that like tattooing that Jar Jar has.
That Gungan tattoo.
Yeah.
And she had a helmet with a Jar Jar head on it. It was like she's dressing as Ahmed Best as Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, exactly.
She's got a Jar Jar backpack and a Jar Jar watch. You go to our Instagram again, you'll see a full collection of her pictures.
And on Instagram, I believe she's like
She's Pixelated Erica.
That's it.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Pixelated Erica. Yeah, just a vibrant soul.
Yeah.
So, of course, like we mentioned earlier, the BDX droids were fantastic. Another high point.
Yeah.
It was just smiles around every corner.
Mm-hmm. It was so cool. Yeah, it's just so fun to be there in that environment.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have to go back because we didn't even get to go into Oga's Cantina, where they are currently selling drinks that they did sell on the Galactic Star Cruiser. They are running out of glasses though. So be sure if you want one of the Star Cruiser glasses that you can buy with your beverage that you go soon. Also, I need to try the Silver Sea Martini again. I won't buy it with a glass, but hopefully I can just buy it with the glasses that they have there in Oga's, which is very exciting.
Now, this run, Season of the Force, runs until June the
2nd.
2nd, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2 days before the Acolyte.
Oh, no. But it'll be going on with Tales of the Empire.
Oh, that's right. May the 4th.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, over May the 4th, May 25th, all the month of the Star Wars month of May.
The Star Wars month of May, yes. Now, are you going to Season of the Force, or did you go already? Let us know, and let us know if our recap helped you out at all.
And also, please, if you have questions, you feel free to message us on Instagram or on YouTube or comment in the chat, wherever you want.
All right, Julie Gildersleeve is saying in the Sky Chat, can't wait to check out Season of the Force this weekend. All right, if you didn't hear the first part of the show, Julie, avoid the Bantha Burger.
If you don't like spicy food, yes.
If you do, go for it.
Yes. Oh, and Jeff is stating that because they were all dressed up, those three, they got stopped by a cast member thinking they were displaced cast members from Batuu. Because they do have those hats. They sell those hats that the cast members wear. Those nice flat hats. Yeah. How funny. That's hilarious.
So, Season of the Force 2024. Check! Well, that wraps up episode 458 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank Lucasfilm and Disney for inviting us to this press event, and to all you Skywalkers who watched us on this live YouTube stream and commented in the Sky Chat and always supporting us in terms of going to YouTube, hitting subscribe, grabbing your friend's phone and pressing subscribe.
And also those we saw on the day. And we'll be back, Skywalkers. We'll be back. So hopefully we'll see you at Disneyland. Now, are you interested in our books? Today in Star Wars History, Parts 1 and 2, and Skywalking Through My Fandom, an interactive notebook, are available now from skywalkingthroughneverland.com/book. That is one of the best ways to support us. Also, another great way is through the Skywalking Force, our Patreon. And the Skywalking Force gets discounts on those autographed books. They get access to bonus content in the form of our StreamYard discussions on the latest Disney Plus shows like The Bad Batch, which is super fun. And I know a lot of you watching right now are already Skywalking Force contributors. So thank you so much, Skywalkers. We appreciate you more than you know.
And this bonus content begins at only $5 a month? What? So head over to skywalkingforce.com and have a look at some of the options.
Yes, and also TeePublic. We have put out 3 new designs on TeePublic. One of them is the Skywalking Through Neverland 10th anniversary design. Now, we should be getting those shirts in the mail, so we'll be able to show you those in live next week to do that. And also, I put together 2 Talking Apes designs. We put those together, and those are all out on on TeePublic.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
some more designs coming very soon, unbeknownst to Sarah. Okay, just go with it.
Okay.
Now, we want to thank our sponsor once again, Small World Vacations, for their support. Thinking of a trip to a Disney park or a Disney cruise? Well, you can fill out a Get a Quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free of charge, so check it out and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
Now, Skywalkers, it's your turn. It's your turn. Are you ready?
We're ready.
We are part of the Skywalking Network. Where you can find other great shows like Talking Apes,
The Max Effects Podcast,
The Neverland Clubhouse,
Totally Tell Me Everything,
Star Warsologies,
and the YouTube shows Collectopolis and
Today in Star Wars History. Julie got it. Julie said it first. Skynet. All right, join us on social media. We got some great reels up from Season of the Force. So head to @SkywalkingPod for Instagram and X and all of those. You can also find us on Facebook and YouTube. Just search Skywalking Through Neverland. We will pop right up. And you can email us if you have something longer to say. Brian Babcock, who we saw at Disneyland, emails us all the time. So please, you can email us, share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com. Oh, you know what we would love, Skywalkers? You can also record a voice memo on your phone and email that. So did you have something cool happen at Season of the Force? Were you the Rebel Spy? Do you have ideas on what you would do first at Season of the Force if you can't go? Let us know. Record a voice memo and send that to share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
We would love to play those voice messages on future shows.
Yeah.
Now, don't forget to stick around for bloopers and other fun bits that didn't make it into the show. And
always remember
to avoid the Bantha burger if you don't like spicy food.
And Neverland on Alderaan. Oh, that's my turn.
After 10 years, how do you forget that?
Well, but it's not in the right place. I got confused. You vexed me again.
What am I trying to say?
It's okay.
Why
Reset.
is the word merchandise slipping from my mind?
You say merch.
Okay.
Just say merch. Just go with it. All right, so Skywalker's Academy is talking about those Vintian mineral mousse and a callback from the High Republic books. They juiced a geode for the Vintian mineral mousse, and yes, they must have. One of the characters in the High Republic books is like a big giant rock. Remember that big giant rock I took a picture? And he's a Vintian. Like that's like his species. He's a Vintian.
Hey, look at those names to the left. They are part of the Skywalking Force, our Patreon.
Become a producer yourself and check out all the Disney Plus themed bonus content available depending on the level you subscribe.
Become a member of the elite Skywalking Force at skywalkingforce.com.